This is another beautiful way to start your week, guys. Right now, I'm looking forward to passing my phase 2 of this Fundingpips account before the end of the week, bro. See, I understand one good thing: alignment. Let me show you. Do you see this? Do you see how beautiful this is? Yeah. I'm waiting for the second entry to get tapped. When the second entry get tapped, there's every possibility here that might hit TP. Anyways, if you are here for the first time, you are welcome to episode 9 of my journey to 400k and leave my bunny alone. You guys were speaking about it last week. Leave my bunny alone. My journey to 400k. It's episode 8. Today is Monday, and let's see what we have in the market.
So this is one of the biggest mistakes I made actually. If you should check, okay, the main mistake. Let's check it from GBP USD actually. Let's check from GBP USD. So I started buying instead of selling. Same thing applies to gold. I started buying instead of selling. I think that was from here. At this point, I was expecting price to buy to break the high and keep giving me, reasons to continue buying. But when I took my time actually to go and look at it, if you check it from the weekly time frame, you get to see something. You get to see that price here has given us an unclaimed breakout. There is, yes, a breakout from this point, but the structural liquidity is where? It's here. Structural liquidity is here, which is what? After the breakout. So it's like we are taking key levels, as I've told you before, we are taking key levels what? After the breakout. And if you check it very well here, you go to the daily time frame, you get to find out something. Main reason why we cannot just pick anywhere is because on the daily time frame, there are also breakouts that I backtested this, by the way. There are also breakouts that have not been claimed. So basically, as it has not been claimed, it's leaving liquidity behind. This is liquidity. Also, this is liquidity. You feel me? So all of this has to completely be taken out. And if you look at it very well, you find out that it just rhymes with the weekly breakout that is here, which is this. If you use your line chart, you see what I'm talking about. See, this is the line chart. Now, the main reason I didn't pick the exact breakout block for this breakout and I chose the QMR on the weekly time frame is because there's also liquidity line around there. You feel me? It is too damn close. So as a result, I either pick this, which has already probably been claimed on the daily. I either pick this or I just pick this, the one below. However, wherever price actually decides to start pushing from, I'm going to start buying from there. The point is, until then, I'm going to keep looking for sales. So what do I want to see? This is the most recent breakout we have on the 4-hour time frame. Plus, that is where we have the fair value gap. Plus, we also have this particular liquidity looking at us there. So, a certain price will return to this zone. Retrace to this zone. And once it does retrace to this zone, look for a confirmation on lower time frames, then sell. Same thing if you come down to EUR USD now, quite the same thing. On the weekly time frame, there is also a breakout that is here that has not really been claimed, and the highest we've gone there really close, but we've not done anything. So as a result, looking for more sales, but I don't really trust. I'm not really putting my head into EU like that. I'm focusing on G. But if I want to focus on EU, right, this is where I expect price to get to, because this is more recent. This is a more recent breakout that I can talk with, I guess. Yeah, this is a more recent breakout. Then if you go down to the 1-hour time frame, you find out that there is probably a fair value gap somewhere lying around. Well, there are too many information. There's too much noise on this EU, and I don't really trust it per se. So I'm still going to stay with my GPUSD until I see that if price. There are two things in GPUSD. If price gets to this point, look for sales. If price gets to this point, then I have to wait for a breakout or a sweep of liquidity, because it's a change of character I'm looking for. So it's a sweep of liquidity and a breakout I have to look for. These are the 4 hours or the daily time frame. Then all the way to GBP JPY, we finally hit the zone we wanted to hit for God knows how many days. So if we go to the weekly time frame first off, there's nothing really much to see on the weekly time frame. All we know is that the ERL has not been taken out, and if it has not been taken out, we have to keep looking for more buys. Now, if that's the case, that the ERL has not been taken out, we go down to the daily and find out the more recent breakout. More recent breakout that has not been taken out, that even has a gap in between, is this one. As you may see, we had a breakout at this level, price came, tapped on the breakout and started pushing. There's also a breakout at this level. We will have taken this one, but this is where liquidity is, so definitely we'll take this one, right? So I'm taking this one, and there's a gap here. If you go down to the 4 hour time, I'm pretty sure you find more gaps. There's no gap there, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, see what I'm talking about. There is a more gap, there is a gap here that has, like, been claimed, whatever. So maybe at this level, wait for price to come to this, because this is like the last liquidity. However, we're not trading this pair today because we're waiting for it to reject. Don't forget the rule. It's not that day that the pair is rejecting that we're going to enter the market. No, it's the next day. So if price rejects fully today, showing us that it's actually going to keep buying, then tomorrow we'll look for what? We have to look for what? As we've seen here, we have a sweep of liquidation for our time frame already. You get, all you have to do the next day is wait for price to break out, give us a retracement, and keep buying. That is how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to trade JPY tomorrow. Now, GPUSD, like we said, we're looking for sales. JPY waiting for tomorrow. EURUSD, we're not doing much with that today. Then USD JPY, I have a setup playing out here. You went all the way to this place, but reversed. Now, some might say what I'm doing might be stupid, because at this point the ERL here has been taken out. It has been taken out, but I think USD JPY, I actually see USD JPY buying more. You feel me? And I don't want to actually stress myself to actually start looking for buys that are too long. So where am I looking out for? I'm waiting for this place to be taken out. I'm waiting for this high to be taken. Either that, I think here's my take profit. Yeah, my take profit is not even that far. It's here. It's at the low of that candle. I didn't expect it to get to this point. Like, I'm not waiting for it to get to this point. I'm just dealing with it here. Once price gets here. Why do I say so? Why did I pick this particular point? Now, there are specific reasons to it. If you check the weekly time frame now, price has been buying all the way, blah blah blah, and whatnot. Normally you wait, this is the breakout that has occurred, you wait for price to retest your zone, then you do what to keep buying. Now, one reason I feel that might not be the case for me here, or it might be the case, I'm the one that just maybe is acting of something else, is because this is a liquidity point that has not been taken out before. You feel me? This is also a liquidity point that has not been taken out. The next thing we get to see is price breaking the both of them, sweeping them entirely. You feel me? So I think the next thing we want to do is probably tap into a key level. And what's best key level we can find here, if not this A-shaped key level? So my expect reversals from here. So if price should tap this level, then maybe look for a little bit of breakout to the downside or something. You feel me? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So if price tap into this level, look for more sales to the downside. Either that, or maybe price just comes, retrace this level on the weekly time frame, we look for buys, for breakouts, and all down the daily time frame, then we keep looking for buys all the way to that one gets taken out too. And if you get what I'm trying to say, you feel me? So that's basically what I'm looking at for UJ. Oh, then there is gold. Now, gold, I feel like I was also making another mistake with gold as well, last week, looking for more buys. Weekly time frame had not been claimed back then at that point. So now, as you can see, there is a breakout. Actually, it has, but as you can see, price is retracing from it, and it has been rejecting off it, so which means it's a strong zone that we can possibly see buys. But see, at least now we know where buys are going, like it's going to come out from. So this is the weekly time frame. Check the line chart to see weekly time frame rejection to the upside. We'll get to see what wait for what. Either daily time frame breakouts, daily time frame rejection too, right? Weekly time frame rejection, daily time frame rejection. Then by tomorrow, if this price gets swept, because we're looking for a change of character here. If this price gets swept, then tomorrow look for what? Rejection to this side, something like this. Show me. Yeah, the idea is for what? This place to get swept, because what? We're looking for a change of character. One of the biggest conference you can have trading is the super liquidity. I can't even lie to you. It's the super liquidity. Super liquidity breaks everything. It just gives you some sort of sweet confirmation that yes, price is moving to a particular direction. But yeah, this is what we're looking out for. The rejection is today, just like GBP USD rejection today, and then Okay, no, GPS is on its way to its rejection. It's GJ that we're waiting for ahead. So we expect price to return, tomorrow by today, give us a rejection and tomorrow breaks to the upside. If that's not the case, then there's liquidity here, right? That price actually still has not claimed or swept, but I don't think it's going to get there. I don't think it's going to get there. Somewhere here. They will wait for it to get to this point. Then we'll now have to buy from what the head and shoulders PMR. Anyways, that's what I'm looking out for today, guys. Sorry the explanation is long, but yeah, that's what we're looking out for.
Alright guys, I figured I could probably just screen record for you guys since I couldn't just, So yeah, as you can see, cut the setup here and I've moved my SL. I still think I'm going to adjust my SL at some point. My phone is having some little issues. I'm down 9% right now. Remember the entry I was talking about? I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to pinpoint the exact entry I had it from. Where was it? Yeah, this is it. This was the massive candle. Price tapped it. The massive engulfing candle kinda. Price tapped it, was moving, and then I caught the other setup which I showed you guys, and yeah, boom, this was the breakout. Price tapped it and started moving to the upside, rejected. I don't know why it's misbehaving currently now, but anyhow, if price goes higher to hit my SL, I know I'm going to close this chart. I know I'm going to close this account in profit. I'm going to close today in profit. That's one thing I know I'm sure of. I'm going to close today in profit because because of this particular trade down here, you feel me? So I know I'm going to close today. So these two hitting take profit and this one too hitting the high currently is just going to pass my account for me, that's for sure, you feel me? So this is what we're looking at currently. I will have 5,169, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is it. Hi guys, today's Tuesday. I don't really have much to say. I only wanted to show you guys something. They finally sent, my funded stage approval. My approval for my funded stage naira prop. I don't know why these flies are disturbing me, but yeah, they finally sent it to me, and here it is. So yeah, I'm gonna start trading. I have a setup on GU, but I feel too lazy to record today. All I know is, yeah, my gold setup yesterday hit break events, and yeah, but I still closed with the W. It's all good. I'm seeing gold, bro. Gold's about to buy. I see GU has hit a weekly breakout level, which I've been talking about for the past, I think, 1 week. And yeah, I think now we're going to start to buy. And I think, yeah, it's going to be a long one, a really, really long buy. But yeah, I have a setup on GU, I have a setup on gold, and I'm just watching for everything to play out. I'm trying to test with patience, but patience does play a lot. This might be the only video I record today. I just wanted to show you guys simply that, funded on naira prop officially. So yeah, funded on naira prop officially. I have my funded account there, and any profits made on it. This is my second attempt at being funded with naira prop. The first one, which I did last year, bro, I kind of broke the scalping rule, and yeah, they took it away from me. So I'm trying this again. I'm funded again. So yeah, it is what it is. Then yeah, that's about everything. Today is Tuesday. If you've not liked, bro, why is this guy stopping me? If you've not liked, if you've not subscribed, please like and subscribe. Alright. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Okay, this is actually, you're already seeing this on the weekend, so I hope you guys have an amazing week as you're watching this. Today's Wednesday. I'm still on my bed today. I'm doing the analysis from my bed today. See, just like yesterday. I know I'm wearing the same shirt, and whatever. I'm home all day, so what's the point of taking off the shirt or something like that? But hey, trading is good. It dawned on me yesterday, like, I hit break even, bro, on the gold trade, and because I hit break even on the gold trade, yeah, I don't know, my account, I want to, it didn't go back, but it's just that I know I could make more, because like now price has how will I put it, because like now price has finally hit my take profit, and I'm in and I hit break even. But anyways, I'm gonna explain to you guys. I'm currently in a GU trade. I'm gonna explain to you guys like I'm about to record it right now. So I explain to you guys what trade I took. Today is Thursday, guys. Today is Thursday. I feel like there should be more to my videos because of the fact that I'm always home, bro. What am I doing? I'm always home. What am I doing, bro? And now we recently just like closed. We just recently, there's this program we're doing in church here. We just recently ended it, and I'm like home all day. I don't really have anything I'm doing. Just the charts, movies, and yeah, I think I want to occupy myself. I really want to occupy myself. This is 1st of April. I have goals. I want to make my first withdrawal from the forex market this year. From trading, I want to make my withdrawal this month. I want to make it this month, if possible, within the first 2 weeks. I want to do it. I know I can. I know I can. I'm currently in profit in my naira prop account, so like I know I can do it. I know I can make that withdrawal early. I know I can do it. But it is what it is, yeah. It is what it is. I'm just going to be following my rules and sticking to my alignments and everything like that. But yeah, that's my goal for this month here. My goal for this month is at least make my first withdrawal. What I know is, guys, always stick to your plan. Stick to your plan no matter what. While I explain gold trade, you will know what I'm saying. You should always stick to your plan. But yeah, always stick to your plan. Now, this is the gold trade, by the way. Remember, I executed my trade from this point, and it was running in profit. I don't really remember, but it was running in profit when I showed you guys. Should I take it from 30 minutes? Yeah. So this was my initial entry. This particular level here was initial entry, and if you remember, if you remember, like, just go back a little bit in the video. You see what I'm talking about. Price was, I think, around this level or something. Yeah, it was around here, and I was about to take the second entry on an even lower time frame. The point was, I thought price missed my entry because it swept this low and it went up a little bit. You feel me? So I felt like, okay, price had already missed my entry, and I took this little what will I call it? I took this little confirmation entry at this point, and price was in profit for a while, then reversed back to the older entry. Now the funny thing about it is, all my break even, stop loss, everything, the stop loss of this trade, the stop loss of the trade that was like in here, because even right in that video, yeah, if you are in that particular clip that day on Monday, yeah, you would have noticed that I was about to even execute another trade. Like inside there, I noticed that there was a confirmation entry or something, and price was dropping. This was a confirmation entry, this line here. So price came, tapped a little bit. So I thought for a while, yeah, we're just going to take profit straight up, and I will have passed my accounts. But that was not the case. Price took out the SL of this re-entry. Price took out the SL of this re-entry. So it was a minus on this side. But although I had half this one, I had made it half. And this was like a full loss. So half on this, a full loss. But one thing that was able to help me was like the trade that was running here. I'm having network issues. As I was saying, so price price took me out on those two L's, and then this one was able to recover. Like, it was at break even, right? So this loss really meant nothing, and I kind of like recovered my account a little bit, but at the same time the profit on it was just really, really small, you feel me? So yeah, that was what happened. If I didn't set any of these trades and I stayed with my plan at this level, because this was my stop loss was actually below here, so let's just say price would have maybe gotten a little close to my stop loss, a little very close, but it wouldn't have taken it out, and would have actually gone to hit take profit. As you can see, it actually hit. It was a 12 RR trade plus this one on it could have even given us more, but I actually kind of like tweaked my plan a little bit, and here we are. I won't call it FOMO. My account would have been passed by now. I can't even lie to you. I would have been funded in my face too. By the way, you guys, I said it yesterday. Yeah, like Naira Trader finally giving my funding account. So yeah, any profits made now mine. I just have to do KYC. Then
Yeah, there's GBP now, which I'm currently trading on, which I'm currently working on, and that's the one I think is. I pray this one is just going to get me back to break even fully. Then, okay, so you remember when I was, if you had followed my previous episodes, if you haven't, please go check them. You get to see that I was talking about this weekly breakout, and I was expecting price to come sweep this level, and that's exactly what price did. Price swept the level, as you can see. Daily time frame fully reject the day before yesterday. Today is Wednesday, so on Monday rejected, and yesterday I caught the 4 hour breakout, right? Yeah, it wasn't really a breakout, it was like a 4 hours 4 hours engulfing candle. FOMO still played with me here, sha, but I was able to just come back from it. But yeah, engulfing candle price taps this level and is moving to the upside. Now today, price has given us the external breakouts. I explained what external breakouts are. So external breakout at this level, and yeah, I'm looking forward to taking my entry from here today. But that's for price to come all the way down here before moving to the upside. But anyways, I'm still sticking to my plan. I'm still sticking to anything. Some part of me here wants this thing to be taken out, but at the same time, because like it's scary. What if we have to come all the way down here before moving to the upside again? That's crazy work. Now, if you check on the daily, you check on daily now, you get that our plan here, price has already swept. For us to have a complete change of character, we will have a sweep of liquidity. That's happened already. All we need to see is a breakout on this level. You get, so now this should actually be my target. I want to keep looking for buys until this high gets broke. Whether we get to see a rejection on this level, whether we get to see price reject from this level, or we get to see price, break this level, break to the body, then we're going to continue buying. But I think that's the case, we're going to continue buying. But it just depends, alright? It just depends. Whenever price gets to this level, I'm just going to see what it will do. Until then, I'm just buying to this level. Once this level gets taken out, I'll wait again. If I can see any other buy, once this level is like I've gotten past this particular breakout here, this obstacle, as I see that price give us an opportunity to buy after price breaks this level right here with the body, then yes, I'm going to keep buying. Continue to buy again if after price breaks this level also with the body, then yes, I'm going to keep buying. The idea is to hit weekly target, which is here. This is the weekly target here. This is the ERL right here. This is the ERL of everything right here. So yeah, but if you go, the funny thing is, if you go from on a very bigger scale here, there is a possibility of there's a possibility of GBUSD selling at some certain level, because like look at it very well, you get it based off structure, understand, based off structure on the monthly time frame. The funny thing about it, let's use a higher month, because like we just broke. This is a higher month because this is a new month that just started, right? So we've gotten to on 3 months time frame, price broke this level. Sorry about the background noise. Price broke this level. This is liquidity, I guess, but there was no key level that was tapped. So there's every possibility that we can actually get tapped at this place here, or this level here on the 3 months time frame, or we can come all the way down here, which I think might happen. And it's the same thing on EURUSD, by the way. Come all the way down here for the QMR, or maybe come for this V shape. That's what I think might happen on the 3 months time frame. But for that to happen, this high has to be swept first. I want this high to be swept. You feel me? Because we've not really had. Okay, come to think of it, there's a sweep of liquidity and there's already a breakout. So which means there's a possibility too here. If you go down to the, let me see, 1 month. That okay, 3 months actually weird. Oh yeah, hold on, give me a second. Let me draw this. This particular clip is getting long. Oh, one of my clips are long. But yeah, 3 months. But it's educational content, so you should actually be happy I'm making videos like this. So yeah, according to 3 months time frame, there's possibility of us starting to sell here. I come to think of it, it's also a head and shoulders. Come to think of it even more, there's a sweep of liquidity, there's a break of this low. You get, so there is a possibility too that we might expect sales around this level. You get, we might see sales around this level. There's also a possibility that we might just see price going to buy to the upside. However we get to see anything here, all I know is that based off the weekly time frame, we're just going to keep buying. So around this level here, I will just get to see if we get some retracement to the downside or anything. You get, so that's what it looks like. Then down to the weekly, as I've explained, keep buying. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for on GBUSD. Just going to keep buying until this level, just to avoid confusion.
If price gives us a very strong reason to sell, then we'll sell. If it doesn't give us any reason to sell, then we're going to keep buying until the levels get broken. Then GPJPY, I'm currently in a trade too. The idea is the thing about GPJPY here is I'm expecting price to sell for the main time. Now, this is where I was expecting price to, I was expecting to see price at this level actually before it starts selling, because obviously there's a breakout and there is this engulfing candle, kind of like other block, something like that. You get, but as you can see, this is what happened here. Instant. So there's every possibility that price was supposed to come and start selling from this level, but instead it came all the way here inside the other block. So you decided to start selling from here. Okay, no problem. That's what you want to sell from. You do you. You feel me? One reason I'm very convinced that price is supposed to keep selling like we're supposed to keep selling, because if you look at the monthly time frame on it, this is a new month by the way. So this is where I expected to see what price coming down to this breakout level on the monthly time frame. So I'm just going to keep looking for sell. The main reason I wanted the price to get to that level was because I was expecting to see a sweep of like a buy level, a sweep of liquidity to go down, like a complete change of character all the way down to this level. But at the end of the day, all we are looking for is just a pullback, so we might not see that. Plus there's an engulfing candle here. So since we are looking for a pullback, then I don't think we should stress ourselves that much. So yes, down to the weekly time frame, we're looking for more sales. Then go to daily time frame, you get to see something cleaner there. You see that on the daily time frame here, on the daily time frame, you see that price broke this there is a recent breakout at this level, also another recent breakout at this level on the daily time frame. This is the one that is with the fair value gap, and this is also inside the fair value gap. Now, why is it this level that matters to me for me to actually take myself? Now the main thing is because this level looks like it has mitigated this low already. I'm not too sure about it, but it looks like it has mitigated that low already. Alright, from what I was seeing, look at this. Hold on, let me see if I can take this out. Yeah, you see that it kind of like had tapped the level already on the weekly time, on the daily time frame. You see, my drain did not even fit very well. Let me drag it down a little bit, and you see what I'm talking about. You see that level was already tapped, a little bit mitigated. You get, so it kind of feels like price might not come back to this level again. So instead, daily time frame has given me the rejection I want to the downside. I get to look for a 4 hours breakout, which we have right here. The 4 hours breakout has occurred. You understand? Then you go down to the lower time frame, 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes to look for a sweep of liquidity and the break to the downside. So if you check it, you get that we have a sweep of liquidity. If it doesn't happen here, then you go to 30 minutes, you still see the same thing. Okay, there is none here. Okay, there is one. So this is the sweep of liquidity that happened here, and there is the breakout to the down that is here. There is either that, or you check the 30 minutes, it's also clearer there too. Look at it. There's sweep of liquidity at this level, and there's a break to the downside inside the fair value gap. So it just kind of makes sense to execute my entry from this level. If you check it on the 4 hours, you get to see that there is some sort of an order block level like that. However, price has tapped and started rejecting to it. If price hits my SL, it is what it is. You feel me? But yeah, that is the trade on it, and I'm looking forward to selling to the daily time frame. This level. This is the level that I might expect buys from. So yeah, this is what I'm looking forward to selling to. That, then I don't have anything much on EU or USD. I told you guys EU was going to buy. Same thing with GU. I said it's just that I had a very, very different entry. I was saying it, but nobody was listening. But yes, I was saying it. I had to even take L's on it. This was where I took the L. I marked that level and I was like, nah. But yes, I said it. This was the level, right? We started buying from. That was like last week episode where we started buying from here. I was buying for the main time and boom, I sold. I was right about EU and GU. Price had to just come to the right point of entry. Price came and started buying from here, as you can see. I started buying. Same thing with GU. You get. I was expecting price to I was expecting price to buy from this level. You understand? Noting that level was liquidity for what? The actual level to start buying from, which is I think some low like that on on the 4 hour time frame, I think so. Okay, on the weekly rather, on the weekly. But yes, my point exactly is price started buying from there. Price eventually started buying. Now USD JPY, Jesus, this thing is long. On the weekly time frame here, this is just me doing analysis for you guys on the pairs I trade. That is crazy work. from the weekly, the monthly, the 3 months join. On the monthly, what am I looking out for? I don't think you guys need all this information, but yeah, you want to learn. So price broke out at this level in 3 months time frame. We expect some sort of retracement. Now, this is the liquidity level. Structural liquidity was dropped before, you know, structural liquidity was dropped before the breakout completely happened. So yes, you expect price to return to that zone. That is very, very strong. Expect price to come return to that zone to come take that low out, that liquidity level. Now let's go to the 1 month time frame to see if we can catch a breakout. Of course we can with a fair value gap. And then someone will tell me that price will not sell. That's not possible. Feel me? I was saying it that time. USDG, I was saying it, but I don't know. That's my problem. Entries, bro. I was expecting price to get to one level like that. Again, if before you can get things like, you have to watch my previous episode, so you know what I'm talking about. But yes, look at the breakout at this level, fair value gap, liquidity. What more do we want as a people? What more? All we need to see now on the weekly time frame is some sort of sweep of liquidity, which has occurred, by the way. Some sort of sweep of liquidity to the downside. Now we have a sweep of liquidity to the downside, but my only problem with this sweep of liquidity is that we don't have a strong breakout. But anyways, we have a sweep of liquidity here. We're going to just start looking for breakouts, minor breakouts, until this level gets taken out completely. Then what? We'll come to the downside. You get me? So yes, there is a sweep of liquidity. There's also a sweep of liquidity at this level right here. This level got swept. If you want to check more, you can use the daily time frame. But yeah, that level got swept, and there is a breakout to the downside, as you can see. You get. So yeah, that level is the one that we're expecting price to return to, which is what, a QMR level with a fair value gap and also another fair value gap here. So yes, that's the level we expect price to obviously return to start looking for the sales. Go down to the 4-hour time frame, you see that there is a breakout at that level. So yes, so we expect price to return here, return to this level and sell. But I think I'm scared of this liquidity level here. But anyhow, since it's stronger on the daily and on the weekly, that's the alignment I'm talking about. So yes, according to the path signs, you expect price to do what? Yeah, something like this. So that's what I'm looking out for this pairs, bro. This plus what I did on Monday is a total of 30 minutes. Another long video. I'm very, very sorry, you guys. I'm very, very sorry. I promise all my videos are going to be short. I'm trying my best. I am really, really trying my best.
I actually knew I would fuck it up at some point. I just knew that the euphoria of actually having wins lately would actually get to me, and I will somehow mess it up. And I'm not even shocked. This journey to profitability is such, I don't even know, bro. It's such a strict road that you have to follow. And I kind of like messed up my road. And yeah, if you've been following so far, you've noticed that I've been up so far, with GBP, USD, gold, and all those pairs and stuff like that. You've noticed that, yeah, I was able to kind of feel like this gold. Like it feels like I've been able to. Should I use the word recover my account somehow like that? Like one account back to break even. That's the 5K account back to break even, and the other account, the naira prop firm, about to make payouts and stuff like that, bro. There's not a better way to say it, but yeah, greed got to me. And I got to realize at this point here, I can boldly say that I've experienced almost all the emotion there is to experience, right? Almost all the emotion there is to experience in the whole trading space, the good ones, the bad ones, and the last one I just had to, I won't say conquer though, but one thing I had to do was I experienced greed. I became really fucking greedy, and I wanted more. I didn't know when to put an end to it. One thing about being a trader, you need to know when to end. You need to know when to put a stop to whatever it is you're doing. You need to know when to put an end to what you're doing. And that was one mistake I made. I had the take profits, I had the target. The target got hit. I was supposed to exit the trade. It was supposed to hit my take profits, but I had adjusted it all the way to the top high, all the way to the high, because I wanted more, and I felt like I could just one shot my way to a payout, or one shot my way to passing it. But to be honest, if I had just hit the profits, like I hit the target and left the market, then I'll be good. But anyways, what later happened was I actually did want to maintain that target, but I added extra positions, making me over risk and also over leverage, and all of it got to me, bro. All of it got to me, and I broke my rules and all that. All of that euphoria, all of that feeling got to me, and yeah, I'm not one to be a hypocrite or want to lie about stuff. By the way, this is my journey. This is literally April. Alright, this is literally April. I said I wanted to be 400k funded before the end of 2026. I did not say it was going to be rushed. I'm not rushing anything. You understand? So I'm journaling everything. I'm not going to lie and tell you everything just went smoothly. No, obviously there are going to be setbacks. Obviously there are going to be times where everything will feel slow. Everything is going to look weird. So today is Friday, right? And yesterday I couldn't just record. I couldn't get myself to record it. I wasn't even myself yesterday because of the mistakes I made yesterday. I had this thing in grasp. My account was back to $5,011 actually. I could close the trades there because it was literally sitting on my take profits, alright? But I adjusted my take profits to go higher, which was very, very bad for me as a trader. And because I wanted more, I wanted to catch so much more. And yeah, I was thinking if I had adjusted it, I would just one shot my way into passing the phase 2, since the phase 2 is like $250 to pass it. But like, yeah. And then the naira prop firm, I was literally sitting at about, I recovered all my losses. I was sitting at about 9,000 naira in profits. All I had to do was just wait. But what I wanted to do was immediately just get it to 20k so I can make my withdrawal and stuff like that. At the end of the day, yeah, all the positions, everything I had, everything went back to SL, everything. Although the initial trade I was running like hit break even, but the break even point was still like low because I had this place where I expected price eventually dump to, so I kept my SL, my stop loss like below that level, and that level is really, really low. But yeah, that's what happened. And now my account, my 5k account is sitting at 4,709 because I executed the trade today, and that trade went against me. I think the NFP cost it or something like that. It was kind of messed up. The broker, the chart, I don't know, the broker kind of messed it up. I wasn't even supposed to trade today anyway, but I don't know. Yeah, my account is at 4,709, I think. Account that I could actually see yesterday at 5,000, like I was back at break even. And then my naira pro firm that I could see at I could boldly, I saw it at 15,000 naira in profits. Did you get me? I actually saw that account at that level before it started reversing to 9,000. You get me? I could see it at 15,000 naira in profits. But greed got to me now is at, plus the loss of today, it's at 176,000 naira, which is a crazy drawdown, bro. A crazy drawdown. Both accounts need about a couple of hundreds to blow them. I don't know what to do there. I don't have a job. I don't have any extra source of money. I was really, really hoping to get payouts from these accounts and finally, doing something with it. But it is what it is, man. Yeah. Anyways, this is documentation for Friday. And yeah, I think I'm just going to come back on Monday and do what I have to do in the market. I still have opportunities based off the 5k account. I still have like 5 trades to execute on it because it's 10 trades, right? And I still have 5 trades to execute. So 5 gone, 5 left. You feel me? And my win rate is like 40%. So maybe one more loss. Yeah, I don't know. But if there's one more loss, it means every single thing afterwards has to be profits. I don't know. And then, yeah, as for the naira pro firm 176, I don't even know how many trades I have left. I think like maybe 5 too. It should be 5 also because like it's for 4,000 I'm risking on that account. But yeah, that's it. It's not like I'm not a good trader. It's not like I don't understand bias and entry. I feel like my biggest problem has always been me. This is the second chance I had to actually getting a payout, or finally at least moving forward, improve, like, finally moving forward. But me, I caused, like, I was actually the problem. But anyways, I guess next week I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna learn. For me to correct this, I want to take my time this weekend. I don't want to backtest. No, I don't want to backtest this weekend, because like I feel like it's not really the chart that's my problem. I've never really been a believer in strategies anyway, because I feel like no amount of strategy can guarantee the next move of the markets. You just need to focus on win rates and your risk management plan. So yeah, your win rates, your hit rates, whatever, your risk management plan and your risk to reward ratio, all of it, you need to focus on it. It's calculated probability and risk management plan. So like, I want to take my time this weekend. I'm not really much of a reader, but I've watched Trading the Zone explaining my MacBook class in form of a YouTube, and this time I actually want to read it as like I want to read the book. I think I want to read the book. I want to get back to journaling again. I used to journal before. Here's my journal. This is what I used to use to journal last year, 2020, 2025. The whole of this was my journal. But because I'm now making it like on YouTube now, I stopped writing everything here and I started journaling. I literally finished all the pages, bro. Every single thing, everything written down. This was like my goals. But it should be gone by now. But yeah, it is what it is, man. I want to read the book, Trading the Zone, and yeah, I want to fix my psychology. I want to get myself right. I feel like I have so much work that needs to be done mentally before I can. Yeah, I want to use this week to at least go through a couple of things, and yeah. See you guys on Monday. Sorry that I was just yapping. This is straight up 10 minutes yap. Damn.